Hey there guys, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a Chelsea FC season preview for 2018-19. I've been away a while and I'm going to be finally back with some more uploads for you guys today. I'm going to do this for Chelsea and Barcelona, of course, and the Barcelona one will be coming once the Spanish transfer window is closed. Now the Chelsea one is closed, we won't be bringing any more players in, but we could still be sending a few out. So this is going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to doing this, guys. I'm going to be not really taking any sort of structure to this video, just kind of going through, looking through the squad, looking through the tournaments we got coming up, obviously the competitions that were involved in Europa League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, all of that stuff, reviewing pre-season, and basically just giving a preview of how Chelsea could be setting up this season, what are our ambitions, and how are we actually going to be looking like under Mauricio Sarri. So guys, before we get into anything, I'm going to be starting off here talking about the squad, and I feel as if we kind of left the transfer window with a bit of unfinished business, if I'm being honest. In terms of goalkeepers, which I'm going to start off with now, we've got Kepa, Willy Caballero and Rob Green as our three goalkeepers for this season. But I seriously think that Marcin Bulka could have been a good addition here. I think that Kepa was a brilliant signing, and giving him the number 1 shirt was a fantastic replacement for Courtois. Caballero now taking the number 13 shirt, and flipping the script here, the number 31 shirt is going to be Robert Green. Which I think are 3 good goalkeepers, but I would probably include Marcin Bulka in that list instead of either Willy Caballero or Rob Green. I thought he was excellent in pre-season, and I feel as if now this could be his chance really this season for him to maybe be playing in all of our FA Cup games and all of our Carabao Cup games. I think that would be a really good idea for Chelsea to do this season, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we are going to be staying with Kepa, Willy Caballero and Robert Green, which I'm content with. I think Kepa should be starting the majority of the games, of course, definitely all the league ones, and then we'll have to see what he does in the Cup and Europa League. In terms of defenders and certainly in terms of centre-backs, we don't need as many now that we're not playing a back 3. With a back 3 you needed at least 5, I would feel. I think now we've got a solid amount. We've got Antonio Rudiger, Andreas Christensen, David Luiz, who's now really back in the fold of things, which I'm really happy about. We've still got Gary Cahill and Ethan Ampadu. Now I think we've got 5 there, which is, I don't know, I think, yeah, we do have 5 there. Yeah, I think that's probably a good amount considering we're playing a back 4 now with only 2 centre-halves. I think if we were to get rid of one of them, I'd say Gary Cahill. I feel as if he maybe still could leave this summer, maybe on a loan spell. I think that would probably be a good idea potentially, because I just can't really see him playing too much this season. That would also allow Ampadu more chances. In terms of the right back area, no, not Zappacosta, Azpilicueta is going to be playing there now, and Zappacosta as the backup for him. I think that's good. I think we don't really need to do anything there. And then Marcos Alonso and Emerson Palmieri as our left backs. I think that's also good stuff there. In terms of Victor Moses, I can't see him playing really anywhere this season. In attack, I think we've got other good options, and in the fullback areas, I don't think he should really be here either. So Victor Moses would be another one of those that I would have either sold or have loaned out. Moving on to the midfielders, I would say we need about 6 here in terms of central midfielders. Of course, with the new 3 midfielder formation that we're going to be playing in the 4-3-3, which Sarri does like. I feel as if we'll start with N'Golo Kante, Jorginho, and maybe Kovacic, and then the 3 we can have left over here are going to be Cesc Fabregas, Ross Barkley and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I feel like Danny Drinkwater has still got to leave this window. I feel as if he's got to leave on loan to someone like Crystal Palace, maybe West Ham. I know they're amongst the interested clubs. There are a few there, so I think we should just let him go. And if not, we should have let him go earlier. But yeah, of course, that didn't work out too well. In terms of wingers, Eden Hazard will most likely start from the left, Willian from the right, and that will leave back up through Pedro. And also, I'm not really sure who else will provide the backup on the other wing. That's the only issue we've got here. What I think was the initial plan was to use Hudson-Odoi as backup. If you go on the website, there is no Hudson-Odoi there, which is a bit of an issue. It does worry me a little bit, but I think that Hudson-Odoi should be in the first team this season completely. I know that they're actually going to plan on using him in the academy, well, with the likes of Bulka, Tammy Abraham, and also Ethan Ampadu, that's it. But I think that Hudson-Odoi should be right here. We need a winger sub, and I think he's the perfect man. Him off the left, Pedro off the right, and then that allows us to basically have 4 wingers there, including Hazard and Willian, which was nice backup eventually. So yeah, I think we should probably get rid of Drinkwater in terms of midfielders, but apart from that, we should probably bring Hudson-Odoi well into the first team. Now in terms of forwards, Morata and Giroud, it looks like it's going to be the ones for this season. Abraham as the 3rd choice backup if any injuries happen, of course. But this is an interesting one. I don't know if I can trust Morata anymore. He has really had plenty of chances at Chelsea and just doesn't look like he's ready to wear the shirt. But we'll have to wait and see with Morata whether he can improve. If he can, that'll be brilliant. We know he can be a great striker, but if not, maybe we'll have to look to offload him because he's just not doing well at the moment. Now we're going to be moving on to some of the competitions we're in, what we can expect from Chelsea this season, what is basically going to be happening under the new manager, and how all the fans are feeling about basically everything about the club for this season, and what it's going to be looking like it's going to be turning out in the near future. So for this season, of course, we start off with pre-season. It was a solid pre-season. I wouldn't say it was a good one though. We really struggled to score more than 1 goal in any games. We lost the Community Shield to Man City. We kind of just bent over backwards for them, which was not good to see. Didn't like that at all. I thought it'd be a little more attacking under Sarri, but we had a poor team out that day, I'd feel, compared to City's. And yeah, that was okay. Going to the start of the season, I was recording this on the 15th. We've currently played Huddersfield, 3-0 win. From what I've heard, I only got to watch the second half. We didn't actually play that well. I don't think we actually did play that well against Huddersfield, but it was an effective job, which is probably more something that Conte would be looking to play, not Sarri. I thought we'd play a lot more attacking football under Sarri and maybe get a few more negative results, but we got 3-0 in the end, which does look really healthy on paper and puts us up at some good goal difference near the top of the table with the likes of Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Manchester City, etc., which is good, and it was a good start to the Premier League. But in terms of the future for the Premier League, I'm not really sure what we can do. I feel as if we may be coming between 6th and 4th. If we come 3rd, I think that'll be a massive achievement from Maurizio Sarri, but I think we'd maybe have to bring in a few January transfers in order for that to happen. As I mentioned, I do feel that midfield of Kovacic, Kante and Jorginho will be pivotal for this season. I feel as if it's really strong. And then in the defence, having David Luiz back in there next to Rudiger, if that partnership starts working, we could be looking great. If Alonso and Azpilicueta perform in their new left-back and right-back roles, that could work out well too. And if Kepa does provide a good shot stopper in goal, then we are looking good for this season. But yeah, Kepa's a man for the future. If he does do well this season, then it is, of course, a massive bonus. But yeah, I think we're looking alright for the Premier League. A Europa League finish may be a possibility, but of course the club would have signed Sarri to bring him in to get us Champions League football, and that's essentially what we need to aim for this season. Champions League football would be an absolute dream. We need to get back in that, because I feel as if without it, you know, Sarri's going to struggle. We're also going to be coming up against some cup competitions, of course, coming into the course of the season. The FA Cup, which we are the current holders of last year, somehow under Antonio Conte, will be one of the competitions that we will indeed be in. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. Can we do the double in the FA Cup? Can we win it year after year, as Barcelona have done with the Copa del Rey for so many years now? I think it's 4 now, but anyway, that's off topic. That'll be another video. But yeah, can we do it again? Potentially, I'm not really sure. I think we are to do that. We'll have to probably play Kepa in goal for that competition as well, or bring Bulkap. I don't trust either Caballero or Rob Green to do anything when it comes to the FA Cup football. I think it's going to be difficult to win the FA Cup, but you know what? We'll go for it. We'll see what we can do using some of the lesser players to win the early rounds. Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi, maybe even Tammy Abraham, Ethan Ampadu certainly, maybe Marcin Bulka. I'd love to see that, but can all these guys take their opportunity? Because I feel as if this season Sarri's brought in a lot of youth, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that actually ends up panning out, because I think with the amount of youth we've got on our side this season, it could be a nice transition period for Chelsea. So yeah, the FA Cup I'm looking forward to. Probably the Carabao Cup even more. I feel as if that'll give us even more opportunities to use our youngsters, more games and more rounds, and against the lesser opposition too. I always feel that it's easier to get the high scoring victories with the lesser sides in the Carabao Cup than it is in the FA Cup. I don't know. I feel this. I don't know if you let me know if you guys agree with that. But I feel as if in the Carabao Cup it's a great chance for us to use our youngsters once more. And I'm really looking forward to the cup competitions this year, if I'm being honest, under Sarri, letting some of the youngsters express themselves and really seeing how this new system of Chelsea starts to pan out this season. And the final competition we're going to be addressing is the UEFA Europa League. I haven't been in this for a while with Chelsea, I'm not going to lie. It goes back to, I think when we won it under Rafa Benitez was the last time we were actually involved in it. Other than that, we've either been in the Champions League or not in a European competition at all, which was weird that season under Conte, I remember. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Europa League, Thursday night football, another great chance for the youngsters to get used. I think this is going to be a brilliant opportunity for the whole squad to get used this season. I feel with the Europa League, Carabao Cup and FA Cup, that'll provide perfect rotation for us to be able to play our full side in the league week in, week out, and get a really high finish in the league. And then in the likes of the Europa League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, we get to use some of the lesser known players. So the likes of Loftus-Cheek, Emerson, Zappacosta, those sort of players. Bring the likes of Christensen even more, who I feel could have a rotation role next to Rudiger this season. Replacing David Luiz on a couple of occasions, but we'll have to wait till that to see how that one pans out. I'm really looking forward to the Europa League too, though. I think if we get an easy group, that'll be brilliant. Get some nice 3-0, 5-0 wins under our belt, And yeah, I think that'll be great for the confidence. And just playing in some different countries, you don't have to take the whole squad with us. We can leave the likes of Hazard, Willian, Morata behind and just take some of the lesser known players and see what we can do out there. So that's why I'm really looking forward to being in the Europa League this season. And if we can win it, then that'll be brilliant. But I don't expect us to off the bat. There are some other good sides in it, of course, the likes of Arsenal, who we've always been struggling against in recent years, which is really strange because when we had Mourinho, we always used to dominate them. But it's been an interesting last couple of years at Chelsea. But under Sarri, I'm really excited to see some exciting football and some youth too. I think that's going to be a massive factor of this season. So to conclude, I think we've got a solid squad. I think maybe we need to bring in Hudson-Odoi fully into the first team, start using Marcin Bulka a bit more, and actually offload a few players such as Gary Cahill and Danny Drinkwater, who I feel have no space at this club anymore. If in January we're struggling to score goals, then we need to make a big signing, maybe someone like Mauro Icardi. Higuain we let slip, but someone like that to replace Morata or Giroud if they're not firing. And yeah, I'm still looking forward to seeing what we can do this season. I feel as if bringing in the youth will be a massive factor of that. And what to expect? Well, I'll get onto that in just a moment. So ultimately, to wrap up the video, we're going to be finishing off with some predictions for this season. In the Premier League, I would expect us to either finish between 6th and 3rd. I think 3rd would be the highest and 6th would be the lowest I would accept under Sarri's first season. In terms of the Carabao Cup, I would love to get to the last of semi-finals, maybe even win the whole thing. FA Cup, I think similar thing. I think we can go all the way again with a young side. And Europa League, who knows? I think at least quarter-finals, honestly, in the Europa League. I think we shouldn't be going out any earlier than that with the players we've got. So Europa League, I think, is a big competition. Maybe for us to even win this season, I think it'll be absolutely brilliant. So that wraps up this video. If we do not win any silverware this year, I know that Chelsea do never like that. Ever since managers never win silverware, they just kick them out. And even last year with Conte, he won silverware in both years, and he got kicked out anyway. So it's so easy to get sacked as Chelsea manager. But for once, I'm asking Chelsea and Abramovich to show a little bit of patience with Sarri, because he's got the ingredients to make us into a fantastically flowing side with brilliant football, and I think all the Chelsea fans are excited to watch it and just excited to see it play. If some games we get thrashed 5-0 by Man City or Arsenal or those sort of teams, then we're going to have to accept that for once and not just start going mental and ranting and saying Sarri out, because we're going to have to accept it. And over years and years of training, I feel as if we will be built into an absolutely brilliant side. Once Sarri gets the players he wants, the style he wants, drilled into these players, we can be one of the best teams in the world again, boys. We can be challenging for the Champions League again in just a couple of years' time, I honestly feel. And yeah, we're already looking decent, I feel. There will be losses this season. There will be moments where we're thinking, wow, this is just not working. But we've got to get through it. We've got to be patient for once as Chelsea fans. And as Chelsea as a club in total, and not a patient one, we always want trophies, but for this year, then we've got to accept that we may be going the whole season without a trophy, and that's absolutely fine. We'll get semi-finals and maybe Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and maybe even a top 4 finish in the Premier League, and that'll set us up nicely for next season to bring in more players. And I'm looking forward to this season, guys. As I've mentioned so many times, I really am. I think if you're a Chelsea fan, you should be excited for this season. There's no real pressure on us, I don't feel. I think we've just got to play our football, see what we can do. If we get some brilliant results, that'll bring loads of joy to the fans. You know, if we can beat Man City, maybe even away from home, those sort of things are going to be absolutely brilliant to watch. And I'm looking forward to it, guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this preview, not even review, of the season. And yeah, I've basically gone through the squad, I've gone through the competitions, I've gone through what we can expect from Chelsea this season, and what you guys probably should be expecting if you're a Chelsea fan this season. Even if you're a fan from maybe another club in the Premier League, Watford, Man U, I don't know, then basically this is what you got to expect from Chelsea this season. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop a like on it, and I'll be back very, very soon for some more videos on this channel, mainly some more FIFA 19 content that's going to be coming up soon, some leaked images talking about career mode, ultimate team, all of that stuff, and I'm really excited to bring that out for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, but for now, peace out.